What does home feel like to you?
It doesn't feel like anything because I'm homeless. It was scary. It was never permanent. It should be a place where you're safe and comfortable. Did it feel like a relief to have a home again?
Hello everyone, I'm Ee Wei from Penang, Malaysia. As you can see from the screen, it shows a symbol where we all know as a home. Like all of you here today, I grew up knowing home as a safe place, a place where we belong. But right now, in cities all over the world, this basic right is disappearing. While luxury building keeps going up, the ordinary people are being pushed out of their neighborhoods. This has created a huge housing problem worldwide, leaving more than 150 million people live without their home. In my hometown, the Georgetown city of Penang is a UNESCO World Heritage City celebrated for its cultural diversity. But behind this beauty lies a painful truth. As the tourists admire our famous street art, they may find the homeless people just live beneath it. And as they're taking our public transport, they may also find the homeless people live over the bus stations. Even on our colorful trishaw, a vehicle to bring the tourists on a ride to explore the city becomes someone's bed at night. This is the contrast of our city. As our economy grows stronger each year, the number of homeless people also rises. These two lines show the growing gap that we can no longer ignore. The Georgetown city is located on the Penang island of Malaysia, where the island limited land's availability makes it difficult to expand housing. And the housing crisis in Georgetown city is getting worse with the rapid urbanizations. The property prices has inflated by 300% in just 20 years, making housing unaffordable for many. More and more people are being left behind. Families who can no longer afford rent, workers who have lost their home, and the entire community struggling with the consequence. But the truth is, homelessness is not just about the lacking of shelter. It's a cycle of poverty, job loss, mental health struggles, and social isolations. High rent leads to eviction. Without a proper address, make them hard to find a job. And the public stigma push people further into poverty, causes them hard to secure work, access healthcare, or even maintain dignity. Society sees them as problems instead of people. So the huge crisis here today is the homelessness. But what if we could create more than just a shelter? A place where the Georgetown homeless don't just survive, but retrain, rebuild, and reconnect with their skills, their communities, and themselves. Today, I would like to share how design can become a solution, not through the temporary charity, but through human dignity. Let me introduce you HomeSEED, the Homeless Resilience Training Center, where home is redefined. The name of HomeSEED represents the growth and transformations. A seeds that symbolize the potentials in a secure environment, and with the right guidance and support, the seed able to grow strong and stand tall, just like the homeless individual who given strength and security, able to reclaim their place in society. The goal of HomeSEED is to reach the holistic well-being, not just providing temporary resources, but also equipping the individuals with their skills, mindset, and economic empowerment to break free from homelessness permanently. The HomeSEED Center will be located in the heart of the Georgetown city. These strategic locations is surrounded by the key areas of high homeless populations to ensure an easy access to support and resources. Beyond accessibility, these locations also bridge the gap between the homeless and the wider community. Being in a well-known town urban area makes HomeSEED visible and approachable. The 2,000 square meter existing site is divided into two major areas. The front building as a commercial hub with the upcycling and farmers market to provide opportunities for financial independence, and the back building as a living and training hub offering shelter, bathroom, kitchen, and skill workshops, everything needed to support a fresh start. The HomeSEED Center is designed as a self-sustaining spaces that fully utilize the power of nature. It integrates the solar energy, rainwater collections, and natural ventilations. In Georgetown City, where tropical climate and high temperature are a challenge, passive cooling is essential. So the design included the large window panel with greenery, mesh openings, and a ceiling grille design to enhance the airflow. These create a stacked ventilation system that reduces the heat build-up, making sure the space both comfortable and energy efficient. The renovation process also embraced the philosophy of waste reductions and upcycling. Recycled ventilation brick, reclaimed wood, gravel, and repurposed tile are used in their raw form to ensure an easy maintenance and reducing the costs. Across the city, many homeless individuals struggling without a proper place to sleep, work, or earn a living. They rest on sidewalks at night and spend their days sitting on ground for business or seek opportunities for survival. Instead of providing just a simple sleeping bed, what if we create a solution that really adapts to their daily needs? Introducing the Vitalshells, the multifunctional portable shelter designed for its safety, flexibility, and independence. Inspired by the protective form of a snail shell, it serves as both a secure resting pod and a business tool. A shelter for the night, a business for the day. The Vitalshells consist of two main parts. The upper shells are designed with the bamboo covers that containing the small gaps to allow the natural airflow while maintaining the privacy. At the night, the shell can be closed completely and it can create a safe sleeping space. At the base are designed with the handle, caster wheel, storage cabinet, and a plug point, and it can transform to support different daily activities. During the day, the shell can be opened, and with the base fold, it can turn into a trolley for movement. And with the wheel and handles are down, it can turn into a sitting area, allowing them to dine, work, or sell their products. This is more than just a shelter. It's a tool for empowerment, designed to give the homeless individual the freedom to move, a place to rest, and the opportunities to earn a living, promoting self-sufficiency and dignity. To truly address homelessness, we must go deep into their issues, understand their struggles, and respond with the right actions. I've identified their 4 major needs and put them into each categories. Let me take you through how HomeSEED fulfill these needs, transforming life one step at a time. Category 1, resources. At 6:30 in the morning, as the sun begins to rise, a homeless individual now wake up in this temporary shelter. The open-air rooms are carefully arranged according to gender with the designated white line boxes serving as the parking lots for the Vitalshells. Each night, they will push in their Vitalshells back into their parking lots, not just for safety, but also to create a sense of coming back to their home after a long day. Now, imagine this. Individuals who have long lived without their home or family now gathering together. They're now cooking and sharing meals side by side like a big family. This is what happens at the Harvest Sharing Kitchen. Every morning, they will bring in their Vitalshells, unfolding them into tables and chairs and turn the space into a communal dining area. For the first time in a long time, they experience the warmth of companionship. After breakfast, the homeless community now gather at the Gathering Pavilion, a warm woody spaces surrounded by the greenery. The morning air is fresh and the space is filled with movement and energy as they engage in the light exercise, meditations, or even motivational group discussions. Next, we'll move to the Category 2, training. Now, let's step into the indoor plantations, a place where the Georgetown homeless learn, grow, and cultivate life from the soil. Through hands-on training, they master the sustainable farming practices here. The water-saving pipe channels the harvested rainwater into each planter box for an eco-friendly practices. At the end of the cycle, they proudly harvest what they have grown, knowing that soon they will sell their fresh produce at the farmer's market to complete the farm-to-market cycle. Next, we will enter the recreational studio where the creativity meets sustainability. The homeless individual will bring in their Vitalshells and transforming them into their workstations. This is the upcycling workshop where they take the upcycled materials and breathe new life into them. They could also learn the cultural handicraft skills here, such as the woven rattan, nonya backward, and handcrafted lantern that could really reflect the beauty of the Georgetown cultural identity. Through this process, they turn waste into opportunity, proving that nothing and no one is hopeless. Category 3, Marketplace. As this afternoon sun shines, the homeless individual now steps into the farmers market for their roles as anthropodals. They proudly display the vegetables, herbs, and spices they harvest in the Int'l plantations. The word farmers is not just a label, it's a recognition of their hard work and dedications from struggling individual into self-sufficient anthropodals. The visitor will just pick up the empty basket, browsing the stalls and selecting the fresh produce directly from the hand of those who grow it. Now let's move to the mezzanine floor of the commercial hub and steps into the upcycling flea market. The homeless individual will set up their Vitalshells as booth here to showcase the handcrafted product that they made from the upcycled material. But this place goes beyond just selling. It becomes a hub for collaborations. The local artists and craftsmen join and bring in the unique handmade goods to create an ecosystem of cultural and economic actions. Tourists who are drawn to the authenticity of the locally crafted heritage product make this a destination market, where every item carries the stories of resilience, creativity, and second chances. So at the end, this is not just a marketplace, it's a bridge connecting the homeless to society and the sustainability to opportunity. As the night falls, the gathering pavilion now transforms yet again into an open-air theater. The homeless community gather here watching inspirational films, discussing about their futures and reimagines the dreams they once thought they were lost. Finally, we come to the heart of caring, the medical and counseling center. This is the place where the homeless people receive both physical and emotional support. Doctors and counselors volunteer their time to heal, both visible and invisible. This is where the journey of recovery truly begins. So through HomeSEED, they don't just receive a shelter, they receive a new beginning. Resources provide them with security and dignity. Training equips the individual for the skills for independence. And the marketplace bridges them back into society, giving them a sense of purpose. And the caring ensures their physical and mental well-being. So what began as a Georgetown solution now stands up as a global prototype, seamlessly integrating the local culture while addressing the homelessness. So the farmers market in our farm to market cycle could cooperate to the fishing cooperative in coastal city, and the Vitalshells in our tropical pots that cool our tropical pot downs can turn into the insulated panel with green roof in cold coastal city, serving as both fishermen's housing and eco-friendly tourism cabin. So this is more than just a shelter. It's a living blueprint that shows how addressing homelessness can also preserve the cultural heritage and drive the economic growth. When we design with local identity in mind, we empower cities to see their most vulnerable residents not as problems, but as untapped potentials. So at the end, HomeSEED is not just a simple training center, it's a physical representation of a truth. Everyone deserves the soil to grow in. HomeSEED proved that homelessness is not just about the lacking of shelter, it's about the lacking of chances. By designing spaces that don't just provide shelter but opportunities, we don't just provide refuges, we help them to rediscover their place in the world. HomeSEED teaches that great design doesn't just house people, but it empowers life, not with sympathy, but with possibility. Because a home is not defined by its wall, but by the hopes and stability it creates. So for every life that blooms here, for every community that rediscovers its compassions, for all of us who believe in cities that should leave no one behind, this is HomeSEED. That's the end for my presentations. Thank you.